till you're now.
Feeling UMP.
Coming right up, the Heat taking on the Clippers. For the Heat, they're playing with terrific focus. Their hard work from the summer is paying off with a quick start right out of the gate. Clippers, Heat. We'll be right back for the tip. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Friday, they'll be facing LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets.
And looking at the Cavs matchup, that's a contest that I'm keeping an eye on. Early on, you love to see games like that one, which should be full of interesting matchups.
So here's Miami's starting group. Butler out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Gardner in at the small forward position. And for the Clippers, in the forward slots, we'll see Leonard and Collins. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Garland, and it's Jackson in at the center position. And we talk about experimenting with lineups early on, DB. What are some examples of that?
Well, you can have two extremes, right, in the modern NBA. Most teams need some sort of small ball lineup that they finish with, but we are also increasingly starting to see teams play with multiple bigs on the floor. You have to be able to have multiple tools in your toolbox.
Nailed from three-point land.
Well, this is what you get when you get Darius Garland off the basketball. Very capable in the catch and shoot.
And here's MP for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Butler's got 5 now.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now Powell, after Darius Garland missing on that last three-pointer. And And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Powell. And that's now 7 points for MP.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
Garland kicks to Collins. Leonard with no one around. That is good off the back rim and in.
This guy has such a nose for the basket. Kawhi Leonard not afraid to let it fly on the catch.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, thanks. The Heat knew they needed to add more shot creation, and this summer, they went out and got just that, acquiring Norman Powell, coming off an all-star caliber season with the Clippers, doing so without giving up much draft capital in return, or even a starter. That has to be considered a home run for the Heat.
A terrific addition. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks. Now, here's Leonard. Following the miss by MP. Collins, good.
John Collins is excellent from deep. Remember, this guy shot 40% for a season in his history.
Here's MP. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Another reason why they're up. Just taking what the defense giving him here.
Kicks it out to Collins. A 3 from Leonard. It's hauled in by the Heat. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And he's good on the 3 ball. MP's got 12 in the game.
Well, the ability to spread the floor is such a valuable skill in the league. And MP, yes, sir.
Back to Garland. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Boy, that's a case where he may have been too focused on answering back with his own 3.
MP finds Powell. And here's Adebayo outside. And the Heat, another 3.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Lobbed up there for Collins. It's stolen by Adebayo. 3 on 3. Here's MP. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Then for the Heat, Larson's checked in, and it's Tyler Hero in for Powell. One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Yeah, passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in L.A., they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
3-pointer, Butler trains it from beyond the arc. 18 points for him.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Beal deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Hero. Los Angeles with another miss. The Heat leading by 13. Pass to Larson. 3-pointer, Butler. And again, Miami with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Beal. 11-point game his last outing. Dunn, wide open, he fires, and he can't stop the run as he misses. Hero with it. Now Beal defending. Butler from outside. Here's Adebayo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Adebayo's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And there's Dunn on the assist by Jones.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
And so it's MP making things happen for Miami. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. Back to the action in just a minute. Glad to have you with me. We'll go for a different look here. Jackson, he's checked in for Batum. Collins comes in for Derek Jones. Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for Miller. And it's Benedict Mathurin in for Dunn. Butler against Garland. And that one, good. MP's got 23 points.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
In the forward slots, we'll see Leonard and Collins. Darius Garland is out there with Benedict Mathurin. And it's Jackson in at the 5 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Yes, that goes in. Garland's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, shaky start. He's putting that in the rear view and finding his groove.
DB, given his accuracy, do you think Darius Garland will ever be in the 50-40-90 club?
You know what, Kevin? I think very few people have ever done it. Do I believe Darius Garland has the talent to do it? No question about it. He is a tremendous shooter and an electric young guard in this league.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, guys. Tyler Hero wants to be the complete package. He said, quote, "I'm not thinking score, score, score. It's more about finding different ways to impact the game, knowing I don't have to force the issue. When I'm taking efficient shots and making the right passes, that makes us a dangerous team." Back to you.
Yeah, he's finding that balance. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Now here's Butler. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Chris Dunn's checked in for Garland. There's 39 seconds left here in the second. In the corner, Collins with it. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Launches it. It's hauled in by MP.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Drills it from outside. MP's got 7 now in this quarter.
Oh, pull up on a dime. MP doing work.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
And so it's the Miami Heat finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Yeah, their defensive effort uninspiring, like Kenny's acting career.
Oh, okay. I'm not even going to go through the films that you, and stay in your lane, brother. Stay in your lane.
Okay, so now let's talk about that point guard matchup from the first half.
You might think I only like seeing the big man battles. You're half right. I prefer those, but this guard matchup is fun too.
Nice of you to say, big fella. Thanks for humoring the rest of us.
You're welcome, Ernie.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
You know, DB, I heard some NBA officials talking about having a feel for the game and them drawing a line between playing aggressive and playing rough. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, Kev, this is so fascinating to me because we've seen a reversion back to a little bit more of a physical game. But without some definitive guidelines, it makes the officials' job harder.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. They've got Andrew Wiggins. Norman Powell is out there with MP. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Gardner in at the small forward.
Such a strong wing. Quad can more than handle his own down low.
Adebayo passes to Butler from past the arc. Connects from three-point range. MP's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Garland with the bucket.
Oh, he's hot coming out of the break. 3 up, 3 down.
MP inside. Guarded by Garland. Outside Butler. From deep three-point land. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Good on the three-point shot.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
The Heat leading by 19 points. And in terms of efficiency, Greg, very little has changed with Kawhi.
Oh, gentlemen. My goodness.
There we go. Kawhi Leonard wouldn't let me do it.
Incredible. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Collins passes to Mathurin. Back to Collins. Shot clock at 6. The 3. And it's Leonard missing.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
And the Clippers making a change here. Jones is checked in. The Heat also with a sub. Heroes checked in. And here's MP for 3. Drills the three-pointer. MP's got 41.
Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Leonard. To the paint. And the rejection by MP.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Well, Andrew Wiggins, if you allow him to work in space, turn the lights out.
Mathurin against Hero. The wide open look here for Garland. Off target from outside.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Powell finds MP. There's the 3. And again, it's Miami with the 3.
You can see inexperience does not prevent MP from finding his spots and capitalizing.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
At home. Show us the move. Oh,
have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
Well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their effort.
Outside, Beal. Here he goes. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Just terrific recognition by Beal. Saw the lane and drew the contact.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
The first free throw is good. And in Tyronn Lue, the Clippers have one of the league's most highly respected and Doris coveted head coaches.
And think about it, Kevin. He signed an extension with the Clippers 2 summers ago. That was amidst rumors that the Lakers might have an interest. Remember, LeBron and Ty Lue go way back. But he is now committed long-term with this organization. That is smart business.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Outside, Beal. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Beal's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
MP dishes to Ware. Jaquez the pass to Butler. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Outside, Beal. Yep, that one goes. Beal's got 7. And stolen by Dunn. MB getting it done for the Miami Heat. How about this? He scored 30 points from beyond the arc so far. His long-range game is on today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Derek Jones. Miller is out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Chris Dunn. And it's Garland in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Garland, the pass to Beal. And he gets it to go.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Butler. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Dunn looking over the floor. Garland, that's for 2. And Ware pulls it down.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And there's Garland. That's good on the assist from Dunn. Garland's got 10 points here in the second half. Here's MP. Beal with the steal. Pass to Miller. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. And here's Jones. Jaquez defending. Garland kicks to Miller. No good on the triple. The Heat have gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the connects again from distance.
Another three. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. Outside, Beal. Zador's, when it comes to punishing flopping, the acronym is STEM, and you can walk us through this. S-T-E-M.
That's right, Kevin. Secondary, theatrical, embellished movements. Players are always going to embellish contact because they want to make sure the official sees it. What the league doesn't...
And another one falls! Amazing!
And his tear continues. Another 60-point game. I've never seen anything like this.
And now has the record for the most 60-plus point games in a row. Over to the wing. The three from Garland. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists now in this one. Miami's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Good! Another from 3.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. Beal with it. 4 on the clock. 16 feet away. It's hauled in by MP. Butler's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Heat.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
He showed up on the glass in a big-time way, and that really set...
And again for 3.
And with that made 3, he now stands alone for third most threes in a single game.
He's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long, DA. What a shooting performance. And good that time.
You see the quickness of Garland on display right there. He's working amongst the trees, no problem.
Garland against MP. Another bucket. Wow.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. 36 seconds left in the game. Pass to Jones. Now here's Beal. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on MP.
You guys, we all know when Bradley Beal is healthy, he has a problem. It's a combo guard you're looking at, considerable range and playmaking ability.
And he sinks the second. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's MP for connects again from distance.
There it is. A shot that puts him at the top of the record books.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing. Here's Jackson and the dunk by Jackson.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
I'll try to hit this 3
and the
record.
first one at the line is good. No free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. MP passes to Larson. Back to MP. And again for three.
The barrage continues, and he's now broken his own record. It's a new mark for the most triples ever in a game.
He said it. If anyone's going to do it, it may as well be me. And he keeps raising the ball higher and higher. Triple after triple. Catch him if you can. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Now, let's send it over to Dominic Hamill.
Some things never get old. Watching someone score 70 is one of them. What are you seeing differently on a night like this versus a night you scored 20?
It might sound cliche, but you start with what the defense gives you and you work from there. If the defense keeps letting me get to my spot, I'm going to keep scoring until they figure it out, how to stop it. Then I'm going to let my guys cook. Tonight it was my turn.
It certainly was, MP. Thanks for chatting with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Kevin, over to you.
All right, Dom, thanks. And that about wraps it up. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. See you next time.
It's for MP, it's tough. You're gonna luck your way into that. It's for MP, it's tough. You're gonna luck your way into that.